Hey guys, Lugiamaster here, and today I'm going to show off my Gravekeeper's deck. Now this deck is still a work in progress, but I will show you what I have so far. So I'll show you my side deck, my extra deck, and my main deck. So I'm going to start off with my main deck monsters. So first off, I run one Scapegoat. It's a tuner, and this allows me to get some tokens out in the field. So for one, it can make it easier to synchro summon, and it allows me to get out an Egyptian god, so we just run one of that. Next, I run one Gravekeeper's Recruiter, and this will allow me to search out any Gravekeeper's monsters from my deck with 1500 or less defense and add to my hand. So, yeah, that's pretty nice. And next, I run two Commandants to search out Necro Valley, so the more commandants, the better. Next, I run three Gravekeeper Spies to help with getting monsters on the field. So, yeah, I'm sorry if I'm having to use the flashlight on my phone to do this. So, try to look past that. Next, next I put in two Gravekeeper's Guard, and well, this allows me to, pop their monster back into their hand. So, also great protection. So, there we go. Next, I run one Gravekeeper's Descendant. Unless there's another one in here. Yeah, I'll just run one Gravekeeper's Descendant, and makes it easier for me to destroy their monsters. As you can see here, just tribute one Gravekeeper's monster I control, and then destroy one card your opponent controls. Next, I use one Gravekeeper's Assailant, and basically what this does, it allows me to switch the attack and defense of one of your opponent's monsters while Necro Valley is on the field. So keep one in the main deck, keep one in the side deck, and there you go. Next, I run a Mystic Tomato. This allows me to, or this helps me get out more dark monsters that are, with 1500 less attack from my deck and face-up attack position. So, yeah. Next, I use one Gravekeeper's Heretic, and well, this one's just if I have no monsters on my side of the field, and my opponent has a bunch of traps or something like that set down, and I don't want to risk it. So if I have Necro Valley on the field, I can use this to attack my opponent, and it will be unaffected. So next, I run two Angel Trumpeters to help me with synchro summoning. I run one Gravekeeper's Chief, although I could probably replace this with another card, because, well, it was probably better in the olden days, but nowadays it would probably be less useful, but still decent attack as 1900 attack. So there we go, and it allows me to just use my graveyard at will. Next, I run Mystical Beast of Circuit, and well, well, if I have Temple of the Kings out on the field, well, I contribute both of them and, bring out a fusion summon monster. So, yeah. Next, I run a Gravekeeper's Visionary, and it's pretty basic. It gains 200 for attack for each Gravekeeper's monster you have in your graveyard, and yeah, this is more of kind of like a beater in a way, but it does protect itself with the ability of discarding one Gravekeeper's monster to protect it from being destroyed. So yeah. Next, I run an Earthbound Immortal Rirakocha Raska. Well, this would allow me to send cards from my field back into my deck. So, as you can see there, I believe, yeah, up to 3 cards on my field into my deck and shuffle it. And then I can make my opponent discard, I believe, as many cards as I sent back to my deck. So yeah. Now let's just get on to the traps. So I run 3 compulsory evacuation devices. This basically sends opponent's monster from the field back to their hand, or if it's a monster from the extra deck, it goes to the, well, obviously the extra deck. So there we go. I run 1 negate attack to stop my opponent from attacking. So it's protection for my Gravekeepers. There we go. I run a Fiendish Chain just in case if my opponent brings out a very powerful Xyz monster or some monster with a very powerful effect to kind of stop it in its tracks. I run 1 Rite of Spirit to revive any Gravekeeper's monster from my graveyard. I run 2 Mirror Forces to pretty much destroy my opponent's monsters that are in face-up attack position. So yeah, more defense. As you can probably see that most of my traps are pretty much defense-based. Magic Cylinders, so to protect my Gravekeepers and to inflict damage back to them. 1 Draining Shield to protect my monster, and to gain life points. Now to get to our spells, or my spells. I run 3 Necro Valleys because, you know, it's kind of a necessity for Gravekeepers. Although I've seen decks that use only 2. So, yeah. And remember, this is a work in progress, so it'll change every now and then. I run 1 Day of Peace. I run only 1 of it, so allows me to get more cards to my hand. Yep. That's about it. Gold Sarcophagus. More ability to add cards I need to my hand. Okay, 1 Temple of the Kings. I mean, you already know what that does, so. Alright, 1 Heavy Storm to destroy every spell and trap. Hidden Temples of Necro Valley. I run 1 of this to stop my opponent from special summoning monsters. I run 1 of these to add. I run 1 Gravekeeper Steel. Or is it? I don't know how to pronounce that correctly. So, Steely or whatever. It allows me to add 2 more Gravekeepers from my graveyard to my hand. 1 Mystical Space Typhoon to destroy their spells and traps. And then 1 Swords of Revealing Light. Alright. Now we got that out of the way. Let's get on to the extra deck monsters. So, I run 1 number 44 Sky Pegasus to, you know, get rid of their monsters. Obviously, I could probably take this out. Next, I run 2 number 66 Master Key Beetles to protect my Necro Valley and obviously each other. I run 1 Kachi Kochi Dragon. Well, because it'll allow me to attack again if I destroy an opponent's monster. Wind Up Zen Maester for my Gravekeepers with flip effects. 59 Crooked Crook. I've run 1 of these. So basically, if I'm in a tough situation, I can get out of it easier, and I can just use this. I run 1 number 82 Heartland Draco. So if I have Necro Valley on the field, it cannot be targeted for an attack. And I can discard 1 Xyz to attack my opponent directly, but all my other monsters can't attack. Pretty good. I run 1 S39 Utopia Prime and 1 number 39 Utopia. This is a pretty risky move, and this has only helped me like once or twice. I run 1 Steel Swarm Roach for that. For that reason, it's a 1900 beater, so and then I can just get rid of it, just negate the special summon of a monster. Now to my synchros, I run 1 Stardust Spark Dragon, 1 Red Dragon Archfiend, 1 Black Rose Dragon, and that's it. Alright, now to get to my only fusion monster, I run Thousand Eyes Restrict. Since it was taken off the banned list, I thought it would be fitting to put it in there. So, yeah. And I have found another fusion monster I can put in this, so I'll do that. I might do that. So, I will show you my side deck. Alright, let me just get this settled really quick. I run one of these, electromagnetic turtle in my side deck. It basically, I can basically to end the battle phase, void 1 void trap hole, and I'll just well, you can just read the effect right there. Negate the special summon. The Winged Dragon of Ra Sphere Mode and the Winged Dragon of Ra. I will be getting Ra Phoenix mode, Immortal Phoenix. So yeah, get that out of the way. Mecha Phantom Beast. I run one of these, or 2 of them. Wait, that should be in my main deck. Yeah, I think that should be in my main deck. I'm not sure. Anyway, so yeah, I have 2 of them in my side deck, I guess. So that's a thing. Here we go. There's my other Gravekeeper's Assailant. I run 1 Spatial Collapse. So basically, if me and my opponent have 5 or less cards on the field, the maximum cards each player can have is 5. So it's a pretty risky card, but it's worth it. 1 Goblinberg. Cardi. So yeah, it's pretty good, and I'll just do that. Fairy Box for protection. Reflect Bounder also for protection in a way. Roar of the Earthbound for my Earthbound Immortal. Card Destruction for when I get Immortal Phoenix. Corridor of Agony, so my opponent cannot use the effects of special summoned monsters from the main deck. Dark Eruption to get dark monsters from my graveyard to my hand. And 1 Gravekeeper Spear Soldier. Now, that's it for now. Like I said before, it's a work in progress, so yeah. Anyway, if you guys like this video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to join the Creeper Cat Army. I will see you later, recruits. Peace out. The truth is out there. Goodbye.